Alright, guys. Black Beauty Chibby. This would be, I guess, part 3, I guess. I'm not sure at this point. We've been working on this for so long. As you can see, I've swapped out the hardware for black hardware. Some parts from my bins. I didn't have any saddles in this bridge, so I put gold saddles in the black hardware, in the black bridge. And I will say that this is a point of contention a lot. A lot of guys want to have their screws toward the back. But from the factory, Gibson ships their guitars with the screws towards the pickup. So that's why I'm going to do it. If you want to yell at me, comment, do whatever. The more you comment, even if it's a bad comment, the more YouTube likes my algorithm. So keep it up. Roast me all you want. But I put a set of fake, it had fake Grovers on it, so I put another set of fake Grovers on it. These are actually from Geiger, though. And these will work pretty well. Where the other ones were absolute crap. But these are nice and tight. There's no play in them. So they'll work just fine. I know a lot of people want to do, locking tuners. You got to have locking tuners on everything, even if it's a hardtail. I don't even put locking tuners on my trem guitars. You know, if you wind your string right, you don't need. And those of you who put knots into your peg heads, knock it off! That's bullshit. You do not need to put a knot in your tuning peg. It does nothing but aggravate your tech, because we have to go get tetanus shots. So knock it off. Free windings. You go to the next peg, you'll wind from there. That's all you need. 3 windings, and you're done. No knots, no bullshit. Knock it off. But here you go. I'm going to do my typical little screw trick here, where if you're going into a guitar that's already got holes in it, already had pickups in it, you just want to turn that screw till you hear that little click. And that means the threads are seated. And they're not going to strip out that little tiny hole. There's a nice little trick you're going to know. You're going to love that trick. But here you go. You don't want to tighten everything up until you're right done. This is getting some freshly wax potted Chinese Temu DiMarzio clones. And they're white. The only reason I went with white, when I'm blacking out the whole rest of the guitar, I went with the white because the white matches the white in the binding. And I thought that this would be just like killer tuxedo look. That's where we're going with that. We're going to wire this up here in a minute, but we want to get these pickups installed so they're not flopping around and scratching this black top. You know, for a Chibby, this has got a really nice top. It's really, and I did it already. I flopped it already. There's the I heat shrink these so I know which is which. The wiring diagrams on these cheap Temu pickups, because they are DiMarzio clones, it's really weird because it's a DiMarzio clone, but it's got Seymour Duncan wiring diagrams. The red and white go together. The green is hot. The black is ground. So, you know, I'm not sure what we're doing there, but Temu is like the ultimate counterfeit of everything. You can get counterfeit guitars, counterfeit tools, counterfeit whatever. And we'll start there. There we go. We'll start there. Just because I can see it. There we go. Heard the little click. And we're okay to go. Now you don't want to tighten it right down. I did, but you don't want to do that. You want to keep it loose so you can go to the next couple screws here and do what you got to do. I like to do things catty corner. Here's the little click, and we're good to go. Look at that. It's going in nicely. I'm not complaining. I'm missing a screw. Why am I missing a screw? You know what? I bet it's at the bottom of one of these pickups. Which means we got to do this all over again. I'm hoping it's not the bottom of the one I just mounted. It's got to be, because it's not here. It's not there. Oh, great. So, I'm gonna look for a screw. I'll be back. Okay, guys, here we are. Thing looking pretty good. Needs a good polish. Just got a little overspray on it, but we've got it cleaned up a little bit of naphtha, and we'll be okay. We did Howard feed and wax the fretboard because it was absolutely gray and dry. It looks a little better. I think it could use another. But we're gonna, because we had this strung up with a set of 8s, and it was in tune for 5 or 6 days. And now we're going to tune it up with 9 to 46 hybrids. These are Dean Markley's giving them to my buddy Jason. And we're going to tune this up to probably drop C. Just because it is a beast. It is a doomy beast. And it needs to be doomy. So I'm probably going to do this in drop C. And my eyes are failing me today. Need to get a set of readers. There we go. My eyes are failing me today. I'm seeing shadows as holes. See now, I'm going to yell at you again about the tuning machines and whatnot. This is what you need to do. You just go back about an inch, inch and a quarter. I like to go back to the next tuner, and you pull it back. Put your finger down. I don't have my winder ready. Put your finger down here so it stays in the nut slot, and just wind it. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Once you get it started, pull it up like that so you're not whacking yourself in the face with a winding string. And it's only going to go about 2.5 to 3 winds on the peg. And that's all you need. And that's all you need. And then just go to the top of your tuner with your flush cuts and clip off the end. And you're done. That's all you need to do. And this will stay in tune nicely. You don't need any knots. You don't need any crap. Well, here we are. I know we're going to have to raise the action a little bit here. Just because I'm looking at it. You can use your volume knob puller to do your bridge studs. And we're going to go a little higher. I want it to be about 1.5. Especially with the lower tuning, you want it to be just a scant bit higher because the strings vibrate a lot looser and they vibrate a lot more in a wider pattern because of the lower tuning. That's good right there. Let's do the other side. I don't think we need the volume knob deal here. Go a little further than we think we need to. These are Dean Markley's given to me by my buddy Jason for part of a repair deal. Or no, part of a guitar deal. I gave him the famous Memphis Rat. If any of you guys are my pals, you know the Memphis Rat came from a guitar from a garbage can. And we used fiberglass kitty hair to fill in holes and rhythm pickup cavity and made it a single pickup Les Paul. Because I really, for some reason, I really dig single pickup Les Paul. And we made our own. But I sold it, and then I got a Chibby given to me by another customer that didn't want it, and he traded it in a little work. And that Chibby is in really nice shape, and it's a really nice Chibby, and I put a Schecter Pasadena in it. That was another issue from another customer, and I ended up getting that. So that video's coming. The Black Beauty single pickup Chibby. This, I think we're going to, it is the, the Chibby, as we call it. But I'm going to call this thing Ichabod. Those of you know, this guitar was decapitated when we got it. And Ichabod Crane is the Headless Horseman. So this is the Headless Les Paul. So this is from nearby here now known as Ichabod. Ichabod is going to be a nice guitar when we're done with it here in a few moments. We're going to set it all up. We're going to intonate it right in front of your eyes. And I might not force you to watch me restring it the rest of the way. But I'll show you the intonation and the action adjustment. As my eyes continue to fail me. But all we're doing, even here, you go up about the amount of another tuner, and you come back, and you hold the string down with your finger, and you just wind it. That way you're assured of going under each successive winding, and you're uniform and you are smooth, and it's not going to be bunching up and going. You ever see a tuner with a bunch of windings on it? That's never going to stay in tune. All those windings are constantly moving and flowing, and the guitar will never stay in tune. This one will actually stay in tune. Yeah, we're looking really good here. We're going to let you go. We'll come back when we got the other three on, and we're going to start. We're going to set our pickup height. We're going to intonate our guitar. We're going to make sure our nut slot is still good, because we did this nut a while ago, and it's looking really nice. You want to check it at your 3rd fret, check it at your 1st fret, and make sure you have just a little queef of relief, and you're good. You don't need any fancy tools. Yes, the fancy tools are great. But I don't have $100 right now to spend on StewMac to have some digital gauge. So we have to do it old school. And that's what we're doing. So I'll come back when the other three are done. Okay, guys, here we are. We got stringed up. We're going to we're looking really good on the action here. Oh man, are we looking good. Treble side can come down just a hair. But we're not. We're in good shape. Just going to get this thing approximate right now. It's just going to take a couple minutes. We're just going to get close. We're not too bad here. These fake rovers from Geiger are really nice. They're not... We might be close. I just set that by eye. We might be close. But here we are. We're pretty well set. And we're going to get our little screwdriver out. Our little flathead. And first we're going to set these pickups straight. These are, I dropped them a little too low. I was trying to eye it up by eye. What you want is about 3/32 between your pull piece and your string. You don't want it to be too high, because then it'll affect your harmonics and your intonation. But on the bridge, you really want to be pretty close to 3/32, and you don't want to go any higher than that, because you don't want this affecting your intonation. And here we are. C, 12th fret. We're high. This is what I was afraid of, because these, I might have to take the bridge back apart. I did these saddles in a traditional configuration, not in a linear configuration, but when you're sharp, you want your string to go away from the neck. You want your saddle to go away from the neck. When you're flat, you want the saddle to go closer to the neck. I think that's about all we're going to get on this guitar. It looks like we're going to be about 2 cents out on the wound strings, because we're going to be back as far as we can go without buying a different bridge. Yeah, we're about a cent out there, so not bad. We're not buying one of those extended range bridges. We're not going to get a lot of travel out of this. You can see where our saddles are quite far back. We're going to leave it pretty uniform, about a cent to 2 cents sharp. Wow. Yeah, we were off. Our ichrometer there was not doing the right job. So we have to. Now, see, I'm not untensioning the strings to do this, because when you're making your strings go flat. There we go. We're gonna set it for a uniform 1 cent across the board. I mean, that's within tolerance, but I mean it's not. I like them to be dead on. But this bridge is not going to allow us. The low E is not going to allow us to do that. This bridge is a traditional ABR1, so it's very narrow in the range you can. In what range you can set the intonation. We need to come back. Come on. Don't you want to go home? Yeah. My eyes are not good today. Allergy season. I've had my cataracts surgery done. There we go. We're 1 cent across the board. Our pickups are set. There we go. Here we go, guys. This is Ichabod, the Headless Horseman. And we're going to have this up for auction on eBay or Facebook Marketplace, whatever we do. We're going to do a best offer. And all the proceeds we make from this are going to benefit Griffin Pond Animal Shelter. The only thing we're going to do yet to this guitar is I'll do it off camera. I'm going to redress that stinger, that reverse stinger, so you don't see the end of the spline like you do now. And we're going to polish off some of this little bit of overspray that's still here. But that's it. Behold, Ichabod. I can't play worth the shit today, but we are going to try out the Chibby. Now it's been tuned up, sitting here in the shop for about 5 days since we've done the blackout and did just to try out on the reverse stinger. And we're just trying it out. Actually, I want to try that solo on the neck pickup, see what it sounds like. You can hear this thing has a very deep tone. I think the wax potting really takes some of the brightness out of these fake Temu DiMarzio clones. But what they did take out is all. Well, not all of it. It's still somewhat microphonic, but nowhere near as bad as it was. And you notice I got the volume full up here. It's not squealing. It would squeal like a motherfucker before. So yeah, we're definitely better. Definitely very beefy. We wax potted these pickups. They're very beefy. Very beefy, very big. The murdered out, decapitated Chibby, Ichabod, is awesome. And it is going to go on Facebook Marketplace here in about a week or two. And as soon as I know it's definitely not going to break, I want to know that this is definitely fixed. And, we put splines in it and everything, so it should definitely hold. It's not moving. I mean, it moved. It would move before it was broke. I mean, the other Chibby I have moves like crazy. Because the neck is it's a thin profile. it's a beast. It's ready to go. Look for it on Facebook Marketplace in a couple weeks. And like, subscribe, comment, stay weird. Always stay weird. And we will see you next Friday.